All right, hey, welcome back everyone. So you want to use the zero product property? Not a problem. But not only am I going to show you how to use it, I'm going to explain to you why we use it, because that's the most important part. Remember, the more you actually learn on why we're doing something, the less you'll forget. All right, so here we go. What I wanted to do today is I wanted to bring this up. I know in one of my last videos I showed you how to factor a quadratic, which if you haven't seen that yet or you don't know how, I suggest you look at that video. I would link it up in the description, but I'm not that tech savvy. I haven't figured out how to do it with the software. But I'll add it to the link in the comments. Put the link in the comments. How about that? Anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to take this from the beginning. Remember, this is the sum of the product right here. That's what that is. And so we're going to factor it by pulling out common factors. So how do we do this? And in that video, I showed you how to do this. And I told you, well, you just multiply the first number times the last number. Remember, the first number up here, so 1 times negative 15 gives me negative 15. Then I take my middle number, which is a negative 2, and I put it at the bottom. And now I got to find two numbers that I can multiply to get negative 15. And those same two numbers have to be added to give me negative 2. In this case, it looks like I'm going to have a 3 and a 5. And the 5 is going to have to be negative if I want the bottom to be negative 2. At this point, I'm pretty much done factoring. So then I would write it as the product here. A product of the sum. Oh, here we go. So the first two, x and x. Pretty simple. X times x equals x squared. And then these are my two wings. This is a positive 3, so plus 3. And this is a negative 5, so negative 5. At this point, I'm done factoring. I have factored a quadratic. But now, what we're going to use is the zero product property. And the reason you want to do this is really because you want to find the x-intercepts. You want to find the intercepts where the parabola is going to cross so that it'll help you graph it a lot easier without having to create a table. All right, so let's take a look here. We're going to set this whole thing equal to 0. Now, the zero product property states that at least one of your x values has to be negative, right? So that means that both of them can be negative, but at least one of them has to be negative. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set both of them equal to 0. X plus 3 equals 0, and x minus 5 equals 0. At this point, it's just a one step equation on each one. So here we have x equals negative 3, and this one is x equals positive 5. Now, what have I really found? Remember, this is when my y value equals 0. So if my y is 0 and my x is negative 3, that's an intercept. And we write them like this: negative 3, 0, and 5, 0. Those are my intercepts where my parabola is going to cross. Hopefully that's making sense, and hopefully you can picture the graph crossing, and that's what we actually found. We found intercepts, all right? Not just a random number. All right, so I'm going to put up another one, and I want you to pause the video and give it a shot yourself and see if you're able to do it. Okay, here we go. I haven't found one. Let me look through my list of problems here. Here we go. X minus 2. Oops, where's my pencil? They took it away. No. Did I say x minus 2? Yes, I did. And x plus 8. All right, so there it is. I wrote, basically, I'm skipping that first step, right? Because I'm not showing you how to factor a quadratic here. If you want to learn how to do that, like I said, check out my other video. Right now, I just want you to practice using the zero product property. So pause the video and let's go. I'm assuming you already did it. So I'm going to set these equal to 0, right? Oops, I almost wrote an 8 for some reason. So that's x minus 2 equals 0, and x plus 8 equals 0. So we have here x equals a positive 2, and here x equals a negative 8. So my intercepts are 2, 0, and negative 8, 0. Simple enough. I found my x-intercepts. Outstanding. All right, let me put up one more, and again, pause the video and give it a shot. See what you can do here. All right, so let's do something a little different. How about 3x minus 9 and x minus 1. All right, pause the video. I'm assuming you're done. So here we go. We're going to set these equal to 0. So 3x minus 9 equals 0 and x minus 1 equals 0. Obviously, this last one is the easy one. So x equals 1. And not that this one is really hard. It's just 2 steps. That's all. And so we have 3x equals 9 and x equals 3. Therefore, my intercept here is 3, 0, and my intercept here is 1, 0. All right? So if you got those correct, guess what? You know how to use the zero product property. Not only that, you know why we use it, right? Not just to find a number, but to find the x-intercepts. All right. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you got value out of this video, come on, please subscribe and like the channel. Feel free to share it too. Share it to your buddies. You shouldn't be the only one getting an A in the class, right? All right. You guys take care, and I'll see you next time on Math Quiz. Goodbye.